Welcome to another tutorial. Today I'm going to be talking you through the tool called OpenTrees, which is basically a database from around the world showing you different tree life within an area. So let's zoom here into Port Phillip Bay. And just by clicking on that, we'll go to Port Melbourne. We can see the tree life of an area here. So let's start to have a look at what we get here. And let's start to see the tree life. So just by clicking on this panel here on the left-hand corner, we can understand what's going on. And just by clicking on a tree, we get this additional left-hand panel pop up, which tells you even more about the tree within a street or within this neighbourhood here. So we can see here broken into the Australian botanical groups, what each tree is, and the data that's been tracked on each tree. So we can see that the diameter of this tree here is 20 centimetres. It's a 4-metre tall tree, as well as some more information about it. If we want to filter out our data other ways, we can go to the family, we can see the rarity of it, as well as the size, the trunk size, which is a really interesting one. And it's been mapped quite graphically appealing to you. So you can see that the larger the tree trunk, the circle is represented as a larger diameter compared to a smaller tree trunk, which has a smaller diameter, like this little tree here, with a 10 centimeter diameter. So this might be quite a small tree. And if we want, we can actually say, well, what does this tree actually look like? Because I have no idea what it looks like. What's a weeping bottlebush look like? And I can quickly click here to Street View, and it will show me what the tree looks like in Street View. And that's just taken me to a Street View in my other window. I can also see where this data is being tracked, and I can start to see what the data of this area is. We can see the breakdown of the different trees within the area. And so if we don't want to really look at the health of the trees or the harm or the rarity or all of this, we can break it down to see, well, what is the top species of the trees? And then we can download this data, which is just taking me to a new page to download the data from, and I can then use that data to map using another mapping program. I also have the ability to take this and export it into my own Mapbox style. So I can click on this little panel here that says Mapbox, and it's just opened up Mapbox for me. And now I can start mapping and editing the visual and the graphics of the mapping. Basically, that's an overview of OpenTrees. It's a really great tool to help you visualize the tree health and tree life within the area, which is quite important, particularly in urban context and for both pedestrian movement and traffic as well, but especially pedestrian flow, because trees, I believe personally, can really make or break a space and the experience of a space and the way that humans perceive a space. And obviously, like I think more heavily densely vegetated areas are always more beneficial for encouraging pedestrian flow and human movement. Once again, depending on if we have harmful trees in the area, which we can quite easily spot here, that this tree here, okay, it can cause skin irritation according to the label. So maybe these trees here aren't very good to have in your street, and we should perhaps replace them with something else. Or that basically explains OpenTrees for you. I hope you got something beneficial out of this. Have fun mapping, and I'll see you in my next tutorial.